Hey YouTube, April Weekly here. I'm going to do a little project, okay? These are old hoses found in my father-in-law's garage. Okay, I'm going to make what's called duckweed blockers, man. You don't want this stuff floating all over your tank, and I keep hearing people say, oh my god, why do you like that stuff? Well, I'm new to the duckweed. The only place I ever had it was on ponds. Well, in ponds, I used rings to hold it in place. So why not on a tank? You're going to need for this project, depending on how many tanks you have, a hot glue gun to fill in the holes, which I've already done this. There's a bunch of holes in here. They're hollow, but they float. But, okay, they do float. That was the whole goal, because if you leave them open, they sink. For these bigger tanks, the 20s, I'll turn the camera when I get to it, but you're going to need to fill every hole in. Okay, and if you're going to, these are just some, this one I left, I think, nope, this is the glued one. Okay, hold on, I'll show you. This one is the one I wrapped to just show you. Okay? It's plastic. It's not the air hose that's hanging above my head. I get a leak. That's okay. It gives fresh air in my room. Tanks run perfect. I love it. You want to wrap it around. Be gentle. If you're a man, give it to your wife. And if you're a man and you're not married and you love fish, then you're probably just able to do it on your own because you're smart. Now, I already did this one because I'm out of hot glue. I got to run out there and get more, and then I'll get started cleaning there, and I'll never get nothing done in here. So, my husband does all the housework. Thank you, ladies, for saying I trained him well, but he's not trained. He's just loving. But I wrap them like this. This one's going into probably this one because I haven't hot glued it. I could use a rubber band. I've done that before. You can take a rubber band and tie it on there and it'll hold it. Works until the rubber band decides, I'm rotted. Bye-bye. Alright, well, we're going to use the one that I already made first. These are fry pins. Both of these are fry tanks. So they're full of fry, and I really don't feel I need this there. But, for some reason, I'm going to do it anyway. Probably just to show you, and then I'll move it. Because I ain't got a place to put you on the 29, I don't think. Because you were on a camera. Say, duh, you stupid bonehead. That's what I'd say to myself today. I'm going to put you on the 29. Because it has the most air pressure. It's the one I really need to do this to. I'll shut that light off. I can't shut the top light off though. And we're going to dunk this in here. Set it on top. And make sure it floats. I'm going to adjust the camera here. There you go. Okay. Now, whenever you do that, you have a perfectly floating circle. Make sure none of your... My hoses are all a mess. This is a breeding room. It's not a stationary room. That doesn't... It gets changed around more and more every day. Take your duckweed. Put it in the hole. Do not touch the ring or it will start going around over the rings. Which this one already started doing. That's my main concept. But the problem is this one isn't floating on the one side because of it bounces. So, but that's kind of my concept of these. Now for the smaller tanks over here, if I knock over my heater, I'm going to laugh at myself. The 10-gallon tanks, I made a little bit better of an idea, so that one's a bust almost. I'm going to leave it in there and see what it does though, because I might be, I don't know, might adjust. But I'm going to take the camera, I'm going to try. I'm trying to do this by myself because my husband is on the phone with his brother. Okay, I got these short ones here for the smaller tanks, the 10 gallons. I'm going to put it in, if you've seen the mess on my floor, This is a very little room. I call it the prison cell when it isn't a fish room because it's actually the same size as my jail cell 4 years ago. Got a DUI, bad me, bad. Well, we got Fry and Van Tilburg Rising, so I'm not going to mess with this tank until I get them out. Thank God, one of you guys finally blew. Thank God. We're going to put this in a 10. So I think I'm going to put it in this one. Alright. Trying to get the camera perfect plus do this. That is not easy. I want this duckweed more around here. Okay, so I'm going to put this in just like that. I'm going to raise the sides as high as I need them. Again, a rubber band might come in handy. And then I got duckweed right here already. And I'm going to grab the other container of duckweed. I'm going to bring you closer to it without dropping the tablet. That's hard to do, trust me. So, get off the door, cat. I don't know which one's doing it. But I want this duckweed to stay sort of in the middle here. See the stuff that's getting under it? That's because it's too high. Just lower it a bit. Keep putting it in here. But I'm going to want this one not to spread out as big as the others. I was using a light bulb to hold you guys up. Okay, I made more, of course. Hot glue both ends. Let me fix this real quick, guys. I hate these cameras. Okay. Right now, yeah, that's all my duckweed I'm using. Thank you, Skylar, by the way. I'm going to put this one in, and then I'm going to move I'm going to try to move my plants to the back of the tank here. So I can do this the way I want, but I think I'm going to have to remove them for a minute. At least on this side, I'll put it over here. There's nobody stuck in this tank. There's no babies or nothing. We're going to put the next one in. Oh, shoot. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it like that for now, because now I'm peeved. But all I'm doing is trying to make stoppers, and you're watching me try to do it, so you're learning just as fast as I am. Which, right now the tank is covered in it. But I've seen it done, and I've done it in my own ponds. So I know it can be done, but I think I got a lot of water pressure. That's half my problem. The air bubblers are just like, I leave them on high. Some of them have adjusters and some don't. That's okay. I've been making a lot more videos lately just because we're bored. Bored and busy. I am digging out Fry. Like I said, Van Tilburg Rising here had some babies. I need to raise these plants. Put them back in there. It was like half and half. Now I don't know which half goes where. There we go. It's good enough for me. But they have Fry in here, so I'm going to be getting in there and digging them out. And I'm going to take this one, and we're going to put it over here in this tank. Right against the filter would be perfect if it'd do it. Right there, put this down. Right where it goes. Again, I think rubber bands would actually be in handy for these because it would stop it from sitting on a, depending on the glass to hold it still is not a good idea. But I'm going to do it. And this has a planter on it. I like to keep the backs of my tanks darker. These ones over here, I had to use the shelf that I was using. So, we're going to put duckweed right here. And it's going to blockade it from running around my filter pump. As bad as it was, my sponge filter. And that's what it looks like. This one in the 29 that we just did is looking, I just turned the light back on like an idiot. It's looking good. So thank you, Skylar, for the duckweed, and I think it's going to turn out pretty good. But I still got a lot of duckweed to go, so I'm going to let you guys go here shortly. We did have a casualty. We had the tequila sunrise pass away last night, sometime in the late night. I medicated him and his tank. I think he had a parasite. I'm pretty sure I know where it came from. So, again, it goes back to, even if it's your own tanks, if it's not the same water, quarantine that fish so it doesn't bring something from, like, we brought a couple females out of the all natural tank, the water dog tank, and I think it got a hold of my fish for some reason, because he was the only one who passed away. It was a parasite, of course. He was so bloated. But the rest of them are looking pretty good. They're not doing too bad at all. Everybody's doing pretty good. But I'm going to get back to work. I got more duckweed blockers to make. We're going to go live tonight at 9 o'clock. God only knows what we're going to get into. You guys can request to see the fish. You can request to see the birds. You can request that Todd gets on the daggone drum set and plays something while we're looking at the other animals. I don't care. We want to help people that are stuck at home like ourselves. Get you comfortable, relaxed, let you see something. I mean, all day, every day is this fish room and these critters. And if I get a call to go get a rescue or anything, we go. We don't go human to human at all. Fish are not human to human, and neither are picking up of animals. If you want your animal gone, you can put it in a cooler on your porch, and I'm going to come get it if it's a fish in a bag. And if it's a rabbit or something, I have pet taxis. I can leave one on your porch, and you can fill it. But I'm going to go drink my coffee and think a little bit more about this duckweed stuff. Have a good day. God bless, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe.